Hello everyone, so in today's tutorial we are going to learn how to get the keys from an object. So let's get into the code and get it started. So first let's define this object called obj, which is going to take first name goes to my first name, last name, which is equally going to my last name, and let's say age, which should go to that. Now if we console log this, we are going to get that object over there. So let's refresh this. Let's open our console, and there you go. You have the first name, the last name, and then the age. Now let's say we want to get these keys, the first name, the last name, and then the age, because we want to work with it. Because looking at these following IDs, we have this ID which is key, we have this ID which is age, which is exactly the same as the key over here. We have this ID which is last name, which is exactly the same as this key over here. We have this ID which is first name, which is exactly the same as this key over here. So let's see how we can successfully get keys from an object. So to get a key from an object, let's define this variable called object keys. And to get the keys, this is what we do. We write object dot keys, and then we'll pass in the object, which is obj. Now this object keys is going to be an array of all the keys, which is the first name, the last name, and then the age of this particular object, which is obj. So let's key in this obj keys. If we refresh this, we are getting the keys of that particular object, which is the first name, the last name, and then the age. So if for instance you are working on a project and you need to get the keys of a particular object, this is how you go about it. This is all you need to write: object.keys, and then you pass in the object, and you are good to go. And so that is all that you need to learn from this particular tutorial. But we want to know how we can work with this key. I deliberately put these IDs over there, so let's see something. So this is all that we are going to say. We are going to say this: object keys dot for each and every one of them, we'll say item goes to, then we'll say object, and then we'll pass in the item. Sorry, we say document, we query the DOM, document.query selector, document.query selector, which is here. Then we pass in the item, this item, which is each of the key, is what we are passing to query the DOM to grab each of these over there. And then we are going to do dot inner HTML or text content. So we are going to do inner HTML is equal to the object and then the item. So if I do this and I refresh that, voila, we are getting the name, the surname, and the age from this. The name, the surname, and the age populated right over here from a simple line of code. Which is that we got the keys of each of of the object. We got the keys from the object, and now we query the DOM using the key, and then we are passing the value, still attributing it from the object key. So there you have it. So I hope this tutorial has been useful to you. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.